Here's a third type of problem. We have 18 is 72% of what number? 18 is 72% of what number? Remember, our first step is to write our proportion. 100 goes in the bottom, so bar equals bar 100. Remember, the upper left is the is, the bottom is the of, and the top there is percent. Okay, now let's see what we got here. We have 18 is, okay, well that must be the is. 72%, well that's my percent number. Of what number? Of what? We don't know the of number. That's what we don't know. This is the of. And that's not given to us. So let's plug these numbers in. So we have the is number is 18. That goes right here. The percent number is 72. That goes right on top. The of number, I don't know what that is. That's the one that goes down the bottom. That's the one that's missing. We don't know. Okay, so now we just set up our third problem. Now when we set up these problems, they probably all seem the same, but there's three different types. Notice the first type, we didn't know the percent. Okay, that's our unknown. The second type, we didn't know the is. That's unknown. And the third type, we don't know the of. Those are the only three types of word problems that you'll receive like this. All right, now let's go ahead and solve the problem. Let's start with number 1. We already set up a proportion up. I have x equals. Now, what's the bottom number going to be? The bottom number is going to be 120, right? Because that's one diagonal of x. 120. The other two numbers go on top, 24 and 100. And now you've set the. Now all we have to do is just reduce. So let me do 10 goes into both 120 and 100. So, you know, I'm just going to knock off 2 zeros. Is that okay with you? So now this is 10 and that's 12. Okay, because I reduced by 10. 12 goes into 24 twice. 12 goes in here once. 12 goes into there twice. And that's all I can do. I just have 1 on the bottom. 2 times 10. 2 times 10 is 20. The answer is 20. Now, what was I looking for? I was looking for percent. What percent? So this answer is 20%. Back to the question. 24 is what percent of 120? 20%. 24 is 20% of 120. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Okay, on number 2, we're trying to find the is number. So whatever's, now I set up my proportion. I need to find the x. X equals, the number diagonal goes on the bottom. So that'd be 100. The other two numbers go on top, 80 and 40. Those pair go on top. And now I just need to reduce. So let's see, what can I do here? I can do 10. Or I can do 20. How about 20? Now I'm going to try and pick off the... I could do 20 into 40, or I could do 20 into 80. But you know what? This is a bigger number, so get rid of the bigger number first. 20 will go into 80 4 times. 20 goes into 100 5 times. So now that's a 4 and that's a 5. See, now I got rid of the big numbers first. Now I can do 5 into 40. 5 goes into 5 once. And 5 goes into 40 8 times. So now this is a 1 down the bottom, and the 4 and 8. 4 times 8 is 32. Now let's see if it makes sense with the question. The question is, what number is 40% of 80? 32. 32 is 40% of 80. Okay, our last problem, number 3. Set this up. Let's see. I want to find the of number. So diagonal of that, 72. That goes on the bottom. The other pair, that goes on top, 18 and 100. and now I simply reduce. Now I know that 9 goes into 18 and 72. 9 goes into 18 twice, and 9 goes into 72 8. You know what? I could have even took this farther. I guess I could have used 18 into 72. I just didn't know how many times. Well, 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 8 4. So that's a 1, and that's a 4 now. And 4 goes into 100. 4 goes in there once, and 4 goes in 100 25 times. So my answer is 1 times 25 over 1. That's just 25. So back to the question. 18 is 72% of what number? 18 is 72% of 25. 18 is 72% of 25. So now you know how to solve 3 types of word problems using proportions.